At the end of October, it's going to be 10 years working in the gig economy, different marketplaces, different apps and niches. And in about 10 minutes or so, I'm going to tell you what I learned here so you can save headaches, avoid problems, make more money, compare different apps, etc. It's a lot of gig work. Number one. How about we start with one of the things that I hear right now, like the most updated thing for 2025 going into 2026. That's like these gig apps and whatnot. It's completely not worth it, man. The best years are behind us. You remember like 4 or 5 years ago, we were making crazy money. Don't do it now. I don't believe that. Now let's fully acknowledge a lot of this is market dependent, but more and more people are signing up. Actually, retention is fairly strong across these different apps. People are working and they come back to these apps. You do have to test it for your entire marketplace, but the high level to just say it's not worth it whatsoever, I don't agree with that. For number two, how about this one? That these gig apps, these companies, they don't care about you. Here's the thing, let's be real here. Even me, even comparing this to me, because this is all I do here, but sure, let's compare it to the companies here. No one, including myself, is going to care about your earnings as much as you. But I've talked to a good majority of, let's say, the top 10 gig companies. I've talked to their employees, their team members here. I can say they do care about you, but they're trying to build a successful company. It's a three-pronged approach: customers, merchants, and workers. They're trying to fine-tune, improve. And this is me saying this as a gig worker. They do not want you to hate their platform, not use the platform, and frankly, not make good money. They want you to make good money, because imagine the thing falls apart if one of those three prongs collapses. Oh, trust me, that doesn't mean that like pay is perfect and they're doing everything absolutely correct and the improvements are the best improvements for their workers. But number three, well, you can be let go. You can be deactivated for basically any reason, and I'll leave a video linked down below where I'm deactivated, at least at the time of filming this video. Hopefully that changes. Watch that after this one. But no, I kind of said that in that prior video. You're not going to be deactivated really randomly. Like, you can escalate it as much as you want if you feel like it's truly random, but follow the terms of service, general work requirements, have decent customer service, and you should be completely fine. Don't leave this video, because number four, this might be the most contested and contentious point here for right now, 2025, going into 2026. So let me know what you think about this one. If you can drop a like on this video as well. Consider subscribing. Check out our new app for gig workers, ShiftMate. It's launching October 8th. And this is that markets are oversaturated. And here's the thing. In some marketplaces, I kind of agree with that. But think of this. What size is your marketplace? Like small, medium, large, urban, rural? And then you have to think about the niche and app as well. Is it saturated for DoorDash, but maybe not saturated for Shipt? Is, I don't know, GoPuff saturated, but there's opportunities on Amazon Flex? One has a wait list, one doesn't, right? Number five, let's talk about your pay. I have concretely learned that you must have strategies to do this stuff. Otherwise, you're just gonna fall in like the bell curve of average earners. You gotta know for that app, for that niche in your marketplace, and then combine the days and times, seasonality. You gotta know the strategies to make the most money. Number six, kind of a point of comfort, if you will. It's a fact that if you really think about it, this work is very easy. It's super easy to do the operational food delivery, rideshare, grocery shopping, parcel delivery, whatever it is. The work is pretty easy, but the driving, that's like the one thing that'll provide a little bit of a challenge. Just being safe, focused on the road. That's harder, arguably, than actually doing the work. Number 7, just solely speaking for me, because I'm sharing what I've learned in 10 years of gig work, and this might vary for you, so let me know. The cities that I've done this stuff in, the apps in the niches, and it does change over the years, which app I like best, use the most, which one pays the best. But a few are more consistent. I found that the earnings are kind of consistent. The orders that I get, all of that stuff, the problems, like the percent of problems that I have, it's pretty good. It's pretty consistent. You're not going to get rich, but I've done this here in Pittsburgh. I've done it in San Diego, and the apps that I've used, generally, going back to strategy, it's been pretty consistent. Number 8, I found that kind of like I mentioned with the apps changing and which ones I like, some are improving, some are stagnating, and some have just like gone out of business. They've closed, they didn't innovate enough. I like, anecdotal, this could be completely different for you, I like DoorDash. Uber Eats that's one example. It's been getting better, at least for me here in Pittsburgh. It was super dead and slow 4 years ago, but it's getting better as far as quality of orders. I like Grubhub. I discovered new niches in the past couple of years. Catering. I really like catering. Deliver That, Zifty, Delivered/Expedites, a really high margin order right there. Filler apps are definitely a thing. Using small, medium-sized platforms to fill in your gig shift. The Skipcart, Roadie, even Fantuan, Hungry Panda Food Delivery, Amazon Flex, Instant Offers, if you're by a Walmart or a Sam's, Walmart Spark, stuff like that. And again, I keep saying this because it will change for you. Think about what you want to do. If you want to lean into customer service and you don't want to get in and out of your vehicle all the time, rideshare might be better. If you want something more chill, being in a grocery store, I don't want to have to make all these stops, maybe grocery shopping. You can do your thing and relax and shop in the store. Maybe you want more predictability, so you look at routed delivery options, Flex, Dashlink, Dispatch, Freight, and some of those more predictable routed platforms. And hey, let's finish it up here strong. And I guess let me know how many hours you have to dedicate to this stuff. I just listened to an event for DoorDash, and they said like most Dashers are delivering less than 4 hours a week. And they've always kind of stood similar to those numbers. This stuff, the gig economy, I'll tell you, it's probably not going to work full time. I'm just telling you, it's probably not going to work full time in a lot of marketplaces. You got to be in the biggest, busiest marketplaces and also know the strategies, also maximizing any rewards programs, stuff like that. That's probably okay. Most people, again, are doing this as a side hustle. But as a side hustle, I really like it. You have the freedom, the flexibility, no uniforms, no scheduling, like required scheduling, right? I like to just cherry pick and have that freedom to pick the highest paying assignments. I like being able to go online with different apps at the same time, and then I just hand pick one offer from one platform because it's the best one for me. But I'll share very honestly that the more you drive, and the more you drive without optimal strategies, the faster you're gonna wear down that vehicle. Don't use a new vehicle, even like a decently new vehicle, especially if you're gonna drive more hours. If that's all you have, fine, that's all you have. Be very aware of the miles, especially again, if you're driving like an extra 15,000, 20,000 miles a year. I think we're moving certainly into a new chapter of gig work that is just starting. This is new, just starting to lean into AI and autonomy. We've seen it in rideshare. We're seeing it in the delivery space. So I'll follow all of this closely for you. We're going to have new apps, new platforms, current apps with new features and new earnings modes. Some are going to grow, some are going to stagnate, some are going to fall off, and we will see what's coming in 2026 and beyond.